Hello everyone, welcome to a live stream on a Friday. So it's a very hot day. Everything is so hot. Oh my goodness. I have to water my plants. I just forgot about watering my plants. It's so hot for me. Imagine my plants. They must be so thirsty. I will feed them later. So I have some interesting news. Daily Wire is of course aiming for the stars. In the morning, they basically had this video, this live stream. Obviously, this was a very special live stream because it's a town hall. Basically, they discussed the forthcoming content, and I have to say that this one was amazing. You know, the previous town halls were very okay, but this one is really cool. You know why? Because they have so much of content in store. So Daily Wire Plus is their subscription service, not just for the news, for the articles, but of course for content. They want to grow to the top. They really want to make stuff, and they announced something that I really admire because because what they were doing was slightly wrong. Let me explain while we get into this segment. So first things first, they announced a new series. This is gonna be, well, not a new series, a new, I guess, is it series? I don't know. It's something to do with Dennis Prager. Now, I know PragerU is pretty controversial, even among the right for some reason. I mean, my goodness gracious me, they're so vanilla. They are literally plain. There's nothing wrong with them. These guys are normal. People treat them so terribly, like, what the heck? And that's just the sad part about this, because I don't see them doing any wrong. They are very normal people, you know? They're very level-headed. People treat them terribly, I don't know why. Now, obviously I know the left always attacks them, because, once again, the other side thinks that PragerU is the highest foot they can take when it comes to politics. Yet, that is literally the lowest bar for them to take because they always think they're doing something right by debunking them. They don't know how to debunk. Let's be real. They don't know how to debunk stuff. You know, so they always go after PragerU thinking that it's the it's the top branch, but no, PragerU is just something so plain, very very mild stuff. You know, just the tip of conservatism. So I don't know why people on the right treat them terribly. I'm not saying they can't be criticized, but they aren't that bad. You know, they have so many people on PragerU. They have some really cool hosts, which I really like. So Dennis Prager has his own little show. Kind of interesting. Now, I don't know if I'll just get Daily Wire Plus just to watch his show, but he seems like a really cool person. I was watching this actual justice video from a couple days ago, and he was basically discussing this debate between the Young Turks and Dennis Prager. Dennis Prager speaks so well, and the Young Turks were just attacking him. Just listening to him speak, wonderful. You know, you really want to support him, but obviously, yes, you can still criticize him. You know, you can still criticize him. Then they mentioned two more Jordan Peterson stuff. Two more, which is amazing, you know, for those of you who like Jordan Peterson. Um, like, I know, I know that his previous works will not really cut it when it comes to his forthcoming works. There's going to be a 16-part series where it's him discussing something, and also there's another series about logos and literacy, which is pretty amazing. Um, so this is like this big panel, and it's a 16 parts, which is amazing. I would love to see this because you have a bunch of people talking about something. Brilliant, brilliant stuff, you know. So moving on, I think this is some great content that they really sunk their teeth into. Now, Jordan Peterson, great stuff. Then they talk about their their achievements. They have Candace Owens, the Jeremy's Raises, the podcasts. They talk about their achievements, and I think their achievements are well earned. Now we come to the favorite part, which is the children's content. I love cartoons. I love watching cartoons. And Daily Wire is making a couple of kids' content, and I'm pretty excited for it. Now, I think there's going to be two cartoons and one puppet show. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be so cool. So, we have Chip Chilla, which is basically, from what I've heard, it's a homeschooling family, which is amazing. I think I like their previous designs better. You know, from the previous town hall, I like those designs better. These ones look a bit too stiff, in my opinion. They look so stiff. It's just that there's no weight with them. You know, they look too stiff, and that's my problem. Nonetheless, I feel like children will enjoy them because of the color and everything like that. Moving on, we also have something very amazing. Rob Schneider is voicing one of the characters. I think that's amazing. That's just a big explosion of happiness. Okay, I really want to watch that. I really want to watch that. You know? Okay, moving on. We have their puppet show. This was announced as a puppet show. Maybe they might change their mind on it, but basically, it's called the Zoodle Show. I think. I don't know the Zoodles Show. That seems kind of cool. I kind of like it. I like the character already. It looks pretty cool, pretty cute. And then we have this a wonderful day with Mabel McClay. Now, when I heard about this, I was just so hyped up. Okay, I was watching this as I was on the bed, and I was so excited because they did not announce this in the previous town halls. They were very quiet about it. And I feel like they just got this idea, or well, they got the story right now or recently. But still, this is amazing. So basically, it's about this woman. I think basically imagination. You know, no phones and stuff like that. Just just imagination, and I think that's amazing. That's amazing. The character design, it's so adorable. It's so adorable. I know, obviously, animating them, they might look slightly different, but still adorable. Now, they also mentioned something which I think we should all keep a keen ear on. They were talking about this specific character, and they mentioned that they want to really post more content for this character, not just cartoon, but obviously video games. They mentioned video games, plushies, and stuff like that. So that's amazing, you know? Now, when it comes to video games, obviously, you can't just take this character and make a video game out of it. I would also recommend make some original video game content. That would be amazing. No live service, no extra fees, just play the game how it is, you know? Don't make the game too boring, and that will be great. Now, Daily Wire has been getting some extra good people. People that worked on Disney, okay? People that used to work on Disney are now working with Daily Wire to make this type of content. That's outstanding. They're doing a really good job at gaining people to work for them. So, you know, when it comes to video games, you know they'll get the right people. They might buy a studio. If they purchase a studio, I hope it's from Japan, because the Japanese know how to make some really good games. But I'm sure the Western folk can also make good games. You just have to hire a lot of people. There's a bunch of conservatives who make video games, you know, and they really want to get some jobs, I think the video game industry would enjoy it. Because I feel like Daily Wire can make some really good games, not just for children, but also for adults. We don't have to have 100 walking simulators. We can actually have good games, you know? And I think that's the best part about this, because you can't just have walking simulators like God of War, Ragnarok, or all the PlayStation games. You need to do something better. You need to have gameplay. And if Daily Wire can succeed in that, that would be fantastic. These days, what people need is good games. So there we go. Not just with established characters, but also with new characters. They also mentioned they're going to be doing something a bit more different. No movies have been declared yet, but series have been declared. So we have Atlas Shrugged. There's going to be a series on that, which is, I don't even know that much about it. I've heard about Atlas Shrugged. There were movies about this, but people have mentioned that they butchered the content or they did not really understand the content that well. But regardless, there's going to be a series on that. And the next one is pretty amazing because I feel like I will really like this more. It's some kind of, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically some old-timey stuff, some old-time history stuff. That's going to be amazing. When I mean history, I'm not talking about documentaries. I'm talking about actual content, you know, actual series based on something, I guess. I don't know if this is real, what happened, if it's going to be based on a true story, or it's just like a mixture of both fantasy, but I feel like it is a true story. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, mixture of both. Regardless, that's going to be amazing. That's the best piece of pie for Daily Wire right now. And all of this content is going to come 2023. Brilliant. Brilliant. Daily Wire has been doing so much this year. They shocked us with, I think, 2 movies this year. We had that one with the mother locked in the pantry. We then had Gina Carano's movie. And then we also had What is a Woman? That movie really shines, That movie has to be movie of the year. So you can tell that Daily Wire really wants to achieve more. They have 1 million people subscribed to them on that Daily Wire Plus site. They want to achieve 10 million by next year. I think that's not a bad number to aim for, but you need more content than just 3 kid shows, 2 series, and a couple of Jordan Peterson stuff. You need a bit more stuff. So I would say bring some anime on. Come on, license some anime, and I'm telling you, if you have anime, a lot more people will come on. And make it exclusive, not inclusive. Okay? Exclusive anime. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. So, that's basically it, I think what they're doing is fantastic. I would really like to see them flourish. They're doing so well. Now, I don't just want to see Daily Wire flourish. I want to see a lot of independent content creators, video game creators, and directors, and all that type of stuff. I want to see them grow even higher. You need to understand that we don't need Hollywood anymore to lecture us about everything. We don't need Hollywood anymore to become stars. We're living in the age of social media where some random person who does some stupid thing becomes a star, So this is the time we're living in, and this time is a very interesting one. Hollywood has no more new celebrities. Hollywood is dying. I don't think it's gonna be dead. I think they'll pick themselves up. I don't really want to reform Hollywood anymore because I feel like let them do what they want to do, and what we will do is something different. We're not gonna do the same thing. We're not gonna do the same thing what Hollywood is doing. You know, when Hollywood claps, we're not gonna clap as well. We're gonna stomp our feet. That's what we're gonna do. So instead of just trying to be them, we'll just try and be our own thing, do our own stuff, tell our own stories, because we don't need Hollywood to pick us up. And we don't just need Daily Wire, we need a plethora of companies to help us out with this. You know, Daily Wire is just one entity. We need companies like the Rippaverse. We need companies like the companies I'm creating right now to basically form something, an alternative to content, an alternative to this Hollywood stuff. And you know, if you have alternatives, people will decide where they want to go, and they don't have to be forced to watch something terrible. You know, they don't have to have baits and switches all the time. I don't want to reform Hollywood because that's their stuff. They can keep Hollywood. All the woke people can keep Hollywood. All the fancy schmancy movie stars that live in bubbled communities, they can have that. We have something greater. We have people who are passionate about art, who want to entertain people. And I think that just shows how far we can go. Not just with Daily Wire, but with all our content from many of us. So as I said, Daily Wire is doing some really good stuff. I would say that they need to add more content. They can't just keep a couple of series and that's it. They need like 10 more series if they're going to reach 10 million by next year, because that is their goal. That's not a terrible goal. The problem is they have so little to give. That's the problem. You know, besides the political stuff, the articles, the merchandise, you need a couple more things to win them over. Not just movies, you know, because this year alone, they only had a couple of movies, and that's it. That's literally it. They only had movies, you know, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that there were so little movies. When you watch them all, what do you do? What do you do? So you need some series. You need people to watch stuff, to stream stuff, to rewatch stuff. You know, you want good stuff. You want good content. And I can see them going a bit further every year, but I feel like next year, if their goal is to reach 10 million subscribers, they have to do a lot better than that. Because just remember that when it comes to subscriptions, people are spending a lot of hard earned cash on that. You know, people are spending so much money on these subscriptions, they could spend it on important things. So make sure, Daily Wire needs to make sure that they are important. They make themselves feel important to people, you know? They're not just an alternative, they're going to be a go-to place for many to watch content, you know? So what they need is more stuff. They need more interesting content, you know? When it comes to influences, what they did with Brett Cooper was amazing. They need to do the same thing and bring more people in, because that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You need to win people over. You know, Brett Cooper obviously relates to many people. So you need more relatable people to win them over, you know? Not just with politics, but with culture. So you bring in a bunch of people, maybe a couple of people who play video games and stuff like that. You have to touch the culture, because culture is upstream from politics. Politics at the end won't matter. It's all about the culture. Why do you think the other side wins 24/7? Because they have the culture. They won the culture. While the right was too focused on money, which is not a bad thing, but they only focused on money compared to the left, where they focused on both. And that's why they won. They got the culture. They influenced the culture so much, you know? And that's why they are winning. But you can also change that with an alternative. What we need is a parallel entertainment source, you know, which can basically rival Hollywood. You know, I don't just want Hollywood 2.0. I want something different from Hollywood. You know, I want something different from Hollywood, without the perversion, without all the weird stuff, without all the baits and switches. I want something good. So let's face it, Daily Wire, you're doing a good job, but you need to do better. That's just my main criticism from this. Okay, I know they want to move on to some video games and stuff, but I feel like they should just focus a bit more on the industry first. Focus on the movies, focus on the TV shows, and you can also make video games in the background. But if you want 10 million people, at least, just have more content, because you promised like 6 or 7 pieces of content. That's not bad. It's just that it's too little. If they had like 10 or 11, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. So they need series. I think series sell more than movies. Maybe you can have 1 or 2 movies every year, and you can have like 6 or 7 series a year. That sounds a lot, but that's kind of cool. And the next thing is anime. You need anime. If you want to win, you need anime. So that's the most important part. Just having anime. I think if they had anime, they would really, really win. And have exclusive anime, not inclusive where you can find it everywhere else, but exclusive, you know? So a lot of people, uh, are happy, which is great. If you manage 100 million active subscribers and build a whole ecosystem of conservative projects, platforms, and content, I'm sure the wokeness is going down hard. I doubt that. I doubt wokeness will go down, because just remember, there's a lot of woke people. There's a lot of woke people and people forced to promote wokeness. There are people out there who just have to lie with wokeness just so they can seem as the good guys. Some of these people don't like wokeness. Sam Bankman Fried, the guy that conned everyone with crypto, guess what? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? The guy hated wokeness. He hated wokeness, but he had no choice but to bow down to it. You know, so you see, some people are just level-headed people. Well, the guy scammed people. He's not level-headed, but you know what I mean, like not woke. And even non-woke people have to bow down to wokeness so they get what they want. That's how it is these days. It's kind of sad how things are. You can't be your true self. That's why wokeness is winning the promotion of wokeness from people who aren't even woke. Now, what Daily Wire also needs to update is their video player. I've heard a bunch of people complain about their streaming service, and of course, yes, things will have issues. Not everything is perfect, but people have been complaining that they can't really watch it on television, so I think they should fix that. Daily Wire needs to provide apps for Android TV and all the other TVs. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. So once again, congratulations, Daily Wire. You actually got something right. But they could have done a bit more better. Now, maybe over the few months they get more content. Just remember, they can just get a couple of licenses and just stream certain shows. You know, I know they announced a bunch of them for next year, but things can come about randomly. As I mentioned, as I mentioned, with this one kids show, which I had no idea about, because previously they only mentioned 2 kid shows, and I was a bit disappointed. But 3 is a bit more, but still, they need a bit more content. This show, they did not announce it previously. This was the first day they announced it, which is fantastic. It's fantastic. So what they need to do, more kid stuff, and I know for a fact they will get more as the months go by. As I said, this came a couple months after their town hall. So it seems to me that they'll get more content, but they need to get things done pretty quickly. If they get anything within these couple of months, December, January, February, March, they should at least use those shows and put them towards the end of the year. Have like shows towards the end of the year. And just remember that there's a bunch of conservatives out there, a bunch of libertarians, a bunch of people that just want to watch content. Even non-political people just want to watch content. And they won't mind watching. They won't mind paying for stuff like this. So prove to them why they should pay for your stuff. It's all about providing excellence. There's so many streaming services these days, and why should you be on top? That's what they have in their mind. That's what they have in their mind. Why should you earn my money? And you need to give them reasons why. They provided some reasons, but as I said a bunch of times, they need to do a bit better. Anime is good. A couple more series, maybe 2 movies a year. And when it comes to movies, it does not really need to be about adults. It can also be children's movies. I think children's movies will sell even more. Maybe stuff for teenagers, because I think teenagers is the best way to win the culture, because teenagers are so influenced by so many things, and if you have something amazing, they would flock to your content. So many conservative teenagers want content, but they aren't being allowed to watch content because every time they watch something, it ends up being woke, and they can't stand that. I understand that so well, because growing up, I started to realize all the wokeness. And I could not watch certain shows anymore because of wokeness. I felt so disgusted to continue watching certain shows because of wokeness. And I feel like teenagers feel the same way. So obviously you need to market some stuff for teenagers, and market it for also stuff for girls and boys. I think that would be amazing. Anyways, my voice is withering away. Let's check the Daily Wire show. Or just the website. Once again, what is a woman won movie of the year in my books? They don't need politics to win these things. What they need is something different. They need culture. Yes, they have the politics, but they need the culture. Daily Wire is one of the few conservative sites that actually know about this. I would like to see companies like The Blaze and Rebel News actually talk about culture, put more emphasis on culture. Okay, so we have Why is a Woman? This just dropped in. My Dinner with Trump. This is awesome because the Orange Man is back in town. Love him or hate him, you've never seen anything like this before, and that's true. Seeing Orange Man having dinner, that's something I would pay for. I would pay $1 billion just to watch him eat. Okay, sounds a bit crazy, but come on, who would not pay to watch him eat? We have Candace Owens. We have What is a Woman. This was their first movie. One of their first movies. Run, Hide, Fight. Run, Hide, Fight. I watched it, not on Daily Wire, I watched it somewhere else. And it was pretty cool. I forgot they had this movie. They also released this movie this year. The Hyperions. I forgot. They had a lot of documentaries this year as well. But that's the thing. That's just too little. Documentaries isn't going to win everyone all the time. Like most of these documentaries, sure, they're great, but they're not winning stuff. If someone wants to watch a documentary, they choose to watch a documentary. Uh-oh. What's going on? So if I want to watch a documentary, I will watch a documentary. But documentaries aren't something that everyone wants to flock for. No one wants to flock for documentaries every time, unless it's What Is a Woman or Greatest Lie Ever Told. Alright then, let's check out the movies. So we have documentaries. I think they should separate the movies and documentaries in their own place. You know, oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. You know what? They had some content, but it was not enough. Okay, this was okay. I did not watch it, but the trailers seemed okay. Um, what else? This one came out this year. This one I watched it for free because they gave us like a free version on the website, so I watched it. This movie came out. This one came out. They had some good content. Not gonna lie, they had some good content. It does not change that much because they could have done a bit more. Like these designs, I like these designs compared to the new ones. The new designs suck, I have to be honest. Alright then, so they need to update this page and add more content. Coming soon. Okay, okay. All they have to do is make good content and you win. Make more content. A lot of people think less equals better, but no, you can also have both of quality and quantity and make something of it. You know, people always want to choose one thing, but you can have both. You can have both quality and quantity at the same time. So you can have plenty of shows that are good quality and people will flock towards them. Ooh, this is awesome. Look at this. I want this plushie. I really want this plushie. I'm going to start collecting plushies again, you know? I'm gonna start collecting so many of them, and this should be my first one for my next collection. I already have like hundreds of them, so I'm gonna restart with a different batch. Okay, so they have some new stuff, a special. I don't have a dog. I don't have dogs or cats. You know, I know we have stray cats, but they're not ours, so I don't really want to purchase that. I would not mind getting this because I keep my water in water bottles, so I won't mind having this, you know? What is this? Flask. Is it heat resistant? That's my main question. Is it heat resistant? That's the question we need to know of. We also have razors. You know, I need to get a new razor. And yes, I still shave because honestly, it's the worst thing ever. I don't like shaving. I really wish I did not have facial hair. Couple years ago, I had soft skin. I had so much of soft skin, and I kept shaving my skin, wanting it to grow, and then it grew, and guess what? I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? I don't like having facial hair. It's just not my thing, you know? Okay. So they have a lot of skincare, hair and body, shave stuff, a lot of content. I will never forget this advertisement because this advertisement was the best advertisement ever. You know what? I should buy from this. I should buy from this place maybe in the future. But I don't know if they sell worldwide. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. I hope they do sell worldwide. It's so hard to tell because they don't mention these things. My tea is getting cold. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I needed to pee. It was getting cold, so had to drink it up so quickly. My voice is a bit better now because it's all smooth. Not for long because it's gonna get rough. uh, I think I should get this. But the problem is, it's a subscription. It's a freaking subscription. My facial hair is very light, so I don't really need so much of razors every month. You know, people's razors break a couple of days. Mine takes a couple of weeks for it to get dirty. So, yeah, body soap, facial cleanser, facial moisturizer, post-shave balm, shave cream. I don't use shave cream. I used to use back in the day when I had barely anything. Precious 5 kit. Ooh, Precision's 5 starter pack. What's this? It better not be a subscription. I don't want this to be a subscription. Oh, it's not a subscription? So what is this? Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Come on. So I can cancel it anytime? That's kind of crazy, but okay. This looks kind of cool. But I wish there was no subscription. I really wish. $30? Not bad. Not bad. They did promise they will bring something for the ladies, so I wonder what are they going to be selling? You know, are they going to be selling razor blades? Are they going to be selling other types of stuff? I wonder. I really wonder. But we'll see what they will do. Overall, Daily Wire is doing great. By the way, I'm sitting on my bed. That's why it's all rough and all silly. Ah, it's still so hot. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig, honestly. I hope that Daily Wire Plus influences more conservatives to start their own streaming services. Of course, they can work with Daily Wire, but I also recommend to be spread out and be open as possible when it comes to stuff like this, because you need to just have more alternatives than just one alternative. The alternatives need to have an alternative too, because we can't just put all our eggs in one basket, can we? So that's just my take on it. Have more content on other streaming services. Conservatives need to make more streaming services. That's it. That's the most important part. Enough of the news. You know what? Let's just read something funny. Let's read something very hilarious. I'm tired. I really want to end the stream. So let's end off by laughing at some Babylon Bee articles. They just made just previously, a couple hours ago. You could say like 12 hours ago, or even more than that. They posted a funny skit on their YouTube channel. Ilan Omar asked if she can quickly add one more kind of marriage to Respect for Marriage Act. Husband grows concerned as Amazon opens warehouse located in front yard. 10 environmentally friendly meat substitutes. Okay, let's check this out. We hope you're hungry for nothing. Crickets! Okay, these are the best alternatives, obviously. Dirt. I tasted sand when I was a kid. Not that good. Not that good. Killing yourself. One of those pretend steaks in a Fisher Price kitchen playset. Exile yourself to a remote planet and leave up a cryptic map with your droid and off with some old guy for some reason. I'm sure that's some kind of reference. Like, seriously, what a terrible MacGuffin. At least it's not as bad. Okay, we're talking about some other movie. I don't know. Vegetables. Subway tuna. I mean, technically, tuna is meat. It's just fish meat. Um, the little gummy candy burgers. Taking mime classes and pretending to eat. Socialism. Done. Dusted. Alright. You are eating fake meat. You deserve the real thing. Good ranches. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I call fake meat trans meat. Or trans... I don't even know. Just trans meat. Because it is trans meat. It's not the real thing. It's not the real thing. If I want to eat vegetables, give me vegetables. If I want to eat meat, give me the real thing. Not plant-based. That doesn't make any sense. Okay? Because vegetables exist. I don't have to hide them, change them into a different form, just so I can enjoy them. I don't have to do that. I can just eat them. And I don't need to make them genetically modified from a lab. I want the real deal from real life animals, That's where all the nutrients lie. I don't trust the lab because guess what? Many people in the lab lie about things, okay? They do a lot of inhumane things on some animals. They literally tried to make a human and ape hybrid long ago, couple years ago. No, couple decades ago. They tried to do something like that. It's insane, So why would I trust so many labs? I'm not saying I'm not going to support anything from labs, but sometimes things should not be supported, The Babylon Bee, our cutting edge process takes plants and turns them into... Oh my gosh. Our current, this is so hilarious. Our current cutting edge process takes the plants and turns them into the best meat in America. More beef. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, yummy. Beef, beef, beef. Decorative modesty covering. Grass is for cows, not you. Babylon beef. So, 100% American. No added hormones, okay? You're not eating trans meat. You're not eating, you're not eating, hormone-filled meat, you know? Sourced sustainably and locally. Okay, how it works. Pick your boxes, find the perfect box for you in our curated selection of pasture-raised meat and wild-caught seafood. Choose how often, choose the frequency, lock your price. Do they deliver worldwide? I don't think they deliver worldwide. I think that's going to be impossible. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I would like to try some American meat. I would love to. But I don't know if that's possible to import stuff from around the world. I don't think that's possible. What's this? Beef and chicken. Pepper kit. Holiday bundle. Seafood. Family feast. The burger box. That looks yummy. That looks so yummy. Um, but I wish they told if they sold worldwide. I really wish they did, because that would be amazing. We believe food as a way of bringing people together. That's right. Good ranches, they deserve a lot of money. Okay. I'm getting very tired. I have to end the video. Wait, couple more articles and then we will go. Okay? Respect for Marriage Act officially codifies relationships with Japanese body pillows. If only it was real. What the heck happened? I did not click this. Oh my goodness, sometimes this laptop really surprises me. FTX fraud scandal. Here's what you should know. What is FTX? The company that performs cryptocurrency exchange. Just like those fake Disney dollars that is used to be sold in Disney parks and could only be used by used to buy merchandise in said parks. A quick Google search revealed that FTX stands for Futures Exchange, which is apt because its customers exchange their future financial security for meaningless cryptocurrency. That's a roast. FTX also stands for Fast Topical Xenon, a gas that can be applied to your skin and make you glow various neon colors. Why is this a scandal? The co-founder SBF used elite hacking skills to move money around. As a result, the company ran out of money, and SBF proved he is a fried bankman, a freed bankman. It then quit and flew to Argentina, where Hitler still lives today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Babylon the king of satire. Who cares? You are reading this. I heard there was some money laundering to the Ukraine Democratic Party. This was essential to the funding of Democrat re-election efforts, so they could send more money to Ukraine. So Ukraine can launder the money through FTX to fund democratic election re-efforts, so they can send more money to Ukraine. So Ukraine could launder the money through FTX to fund democratic re-election efforts. Quite simple, really. Oh my goodness. When you think about it, that's very painful to understand. What crypto should I invest in now that the market has crashed? A Babylon Bee subscription. That's crypto, right? Yeah, we're pretty sure that is. What is blockchain? This is where the story gets more complicated. We don't know because articles about it are long and confusing. That's so true. I can't understand it. Even videos, people will say, crypto is easy, let me explain. I listen, I think I got it, and then my mind just jumbles up. It's too difficult to understand. Okay. Respect for Marriage Act to send another 50 billion to Ukraine. I would not be surprised if that's true. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Musk announces all food in Twitter cafeteria will cost $8. Twitter is losing millions of dollars a day. We can't keep giving away food. That's true. I mean, the Twitter people work there. They were basically there for basically absolutely nothing. All they did was ban people. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Have a fantastic day. Tomorrow is the weekend, so have a fantastic weekend, and that's basically it. Bye!